Welcome back, everybody. It's time for that sweet, sweet undernight top 16 to top 8. We're going to see who's going to qualify for the final showdown later today here at Frosty Faustings. I'm Raph.
Sammy, how's it going, y'all? Yeah, I mean, if you know anything about Frosty, you know that this has been a strong undernight tournament year after year, and this year's no different. So, yeah, I'm just looking forward to it. Obviously, a lot of the guys come out. There's the Uniclear update here as well, and a lot of those people have been putting time into like just figuring out what we're going to have in the next coming game, but you know, all of the hype that's coming from that is translating into this game as well.
Of course, we've seen the growth, especially the last 2 years of Undernight. The community has just been flourishing event by event, and you know, 2020 is going to be no different, especially with, like you mentioned, the new game coming out soon. But right now, everyone wants to make their claim in Unis to see who can really come out on top, especially considering the guy who's on stage right now, Redblade, North America's strongest player and most consistent player in Undernight, on deck first, his opponent, JCT. So this is the man to beat right now, Mr. Redblade. There is no clear lamp here this weekend. So, Redblade path looking mighty fine.
Yeah, no Redblade, or no clear lamp. I mean, it looks like it's going to be mostly North American tournament, so really, I mean, this is going to be one of the last, at least ST update or tournaments that we're going to have, if not the last one. I'm not sure. We're getting, I'm not sure when we're getting CLR, so I don't know. I don't remember exactly what our last tournament is, but this will be one of the last ones.
So Wagner, Hilda, that's the matchup we're looking at. So Redblade never going to shot from this girl. Run up, get the sweep, and go start the party. We're already putting JCT in the corner here. And as a Hilda player, it's really scary to try to fight your way out. You don't really have, you know, the up-close game. You don't have any reversals, so like controlling the pace of the match is super important. But it's so hard to get the character like Hilda, like Wagner.
Yeah, one of the first things that JCT has done well, though, he's got Warp Roll, right? If he constantly take Warp Roll away from Redblade, he's going to have to get in a little bit more honestly. But now at this point, it's does not going to matter, especially he's got Warp Roll of his own. He's going to be doing a little extra damage. Doesn't even change shift just there. I thought he was just going to do it for meter and maybe like spend it on the super, but
got caught.
Yeah,
put out and getting a little bit of damage here. This is what JCT really needs. Just got to start the set play. Oh, I like that EX shield. Just charge right in. The fireball going away because Hilda was forced to block it. Nice. Good sequence events. Just canceling out any kind of Oki, putting that pressure on, just making JCT think, oh shoot, my game playing already got shut down. How am I going to adapt to this?
Redblade was able to get both installs for free.
That's like the hard part. You're playing a character like Hilda where you're zoning out, right?
Yeah.
You're like, oh man, I don't want to really move in, be contesting against Wagner's normals. But then she's going to get shield charge, sword charge. Oh, and there's that rising jump A.
Yeah, it's kind of a lose-lose situation. You kind of want to be super active, but that always puts you into risk. It's not great, but I mean, you know, it's something you have to do because if she gets free charge shield buff, then she just gets to go in.
Yeah. When he considers like what is stopping this freight train, but okay, JCT again finding opportunity here, opting to go for more mix-up getting in there, but ooh.
Yeah, Redblade got a good shield. That's the change shift right there, keeping it up for the pressure.
Double overhead.
Yep.
Finds a home. Game one going to Redblade. So these are all to qualify for top 8. So our first 4 matches are all on the winner's side. They will be sitting pretty in top 8, which will be happening a little bit later. But now we got to see how JCT makes these adjustments to see what he's going to do to kind of contest Redblade, who is just basically getting to play his game.
He always has like a decent enough time, like in neutral here. It feels like he gets hits, gets the confirm, but then it's just one time Redblade gets in, and he takes so much damage from it that JCT always has to come back from a deficit.
Oh, wake up BDP, getting up out there. Like getting some meter there. It's a little scary though. Oh yeah, try to challenge after that shield. Didn't quite work out.
There you go. Gets the sword install, nice.
Ooh.
Jumps out of the corner. Unfortunately, gives up Warple in that situation, but oh no, drops the combo.
And gets a grab.
Oh, that's not good.
JCT in the corner, which is scary.
He's gonna lose another cycle, and then the delay on the 2C opens him up.
Okay, overhead stomp, went for the low instead. Another counter it, trying to press afterwards. Redblade now on match point. I like Redblade mixing it up after the first overhead. Good block set from JCT, but dash C.
Yeah, finds the hit with extra meter. Is able to confirm, get some shield buff.
Overhead, blocks it, but now at +9, you gotta hold this after the 2-2C. All right, both buffs active.
Doesn't get Vorpal though. If he can find a time, oh, not gonna matter. The grid break. Loses the Vorpal, is in a terrible position in the corner.
Tried to press a single button, Red Blade charging through, and that's gonna be a perfect to send Red Blade to top 8, winner's side.
Yep, that was rough. That was rough. And it was just Red Blade, every time he got in, he really took a lot of his, he took a lot of momentum every time he got in. So he got in, got the hit, and then it just rolled in one thing into another. And there were even times where I felt like JCT had the opportunity to, you know, get out of those situations. He didn't win Vorpal multiple times when he was able to maybe use that chain shift as a guard or the Vorpal as a guard cancel or chain shift at a good moment. But there's even a few times where Red Blade felt like he was baiting out the chain shift really well. So
yeah,
I mean, that's one of the best players in the U.S. for you.
Yeah, that's rough. Like the biggest thing is like maybe trying to like veil off. That's always an opportunity when you have the Vorpal on your side. Just trying to do that defensive veil off, because that's like the biggest reversal that she's going to really have as a Hilda player is just taking the risk where like any reversal, right? They block it, it's unsafe, they get punished. But at least makes breathing room, has invulnerability, so you have a chance if they're pressing to just push it off. But you know, didn't see much of that. Just it's hard.
Yeah,
when you're going against a player of Red Blade's caliber.
Yeah, he just kind of took it. He just took it. Sorry. Next one, we got up one of my favorite players to watch. We got JDR coming up there. Hyde player, one of the few Hyde players that we have at the highest level. One of the few traveling Hyde players. And I'm really looking forward to watching him play, because he's just, I played Hyde when really early on into Under Night. And I found this character to be extremely difficult to play. Not only in execution, his combos are difficult, but he's also just hard to play in the sense of like you have to constantly be able to put your put the opponent into pressure, use the sword normal chips, which is your trait, and really pressure the opponent into making bad decisions, which is hard when you don't have like a scary overhead, a strike throw mix-up game outside of the corner.
Yeah, that's always like the game plan, right? You want to get to the corner. His opponent, that guy. Very strong Byakuya player. You see right there. And Byakuya is always the character people are always scared of having to watch out for. Early start here from that guy. It's going to get everything set up, going to the corner. Wants to get there to set up that nasty web Oki. Get that meter for it too. And look how much grit he has after winning that first cycle.
There you go. This is going to help a lot. Gets the combo. Yeah, and that guy, one thing I dislike about this matchup is that Byakuya actually outranges Hyde in certain situations, and it makes JDR actually have to go in a little bit more.
I mean, you saw JDR winning more. Nice block on the Wake Up EX, and now putting under pressure here, getting that big combo, and now just putting that guy in the pressure. There's the overhead.
Force function for the overhead to be it. Tack on the super.
Good stuff. There you go. JDR taking advantage of that one opportunity that he got from that blocking that guy's EX. And now we're going to see what happens here in the second round. That's the kind of start you want to see.
Yeah, definitely. Especially if it felt like that guy got the good first hit, got the Vorpal afterwards. And he's kind of going for this plan again. As you can see, he really focused on getting Vorpal as his first thing about this matchup. And then he's thinking about going in afterwards.
Decision making looking really good. When to go in, when to go out. He got that throw earlier before the web would make contact.
Very smart from that guy. Stuffed him out. He was going to run in. Expected to throw to win the Vorpal game.
All right, it begins.
Yeah, this is the game.
Got all the web set up. Trying to wait and see. And oh, what a whiff from JDR. Cutting a throw and taking all this damage. Now we're going to set up round 2.
You do have to be slightly more cautious than normal. We do have an invincible DP without meter, so something to consider. Using that dash C to cross up and take positioning.
The 2C coming out first to like stop the vortex was really nice.
Yeah.
That guy patient.
Very nice.
Taking that second round. Beautiful, like the chain shift to block the dash C. And then just kind of wait it out. Finding his turn, and now here we go again.
Yeah, and as you can see, because Hyde gets outranged in a lot of situations, he's going to that 2-2A as like a projectile in order to sort of control that space and get in a little bit closer. But that guy's playing extremely patient. He's making it difficult for him to even use that as a footsie tool. And he wins the first Vorpal of the round again.
Found a position there again. That string looks like JDR got hit in the middle of it. It's going to set up another web Oki. And there's 100 of the gauge, ready to go again, just in case JDR gets blessed, and here we go again. Run it back.
Yeah, that guy's patience when he puts him in the net situation. A lot of Byakuya's will get overzealous. They think they're in such a strong position that there's nothing that can go wrong. But that guy just waits in front of you. He wants you to hang yourself and create your own fear in that situation.
Yeah, because there's always like some answers, right?
Right.
Like at the beginning, especially like Byakuya just can't get doesn't get like a big pressure, like in the sense of like I can't force it too hard because you have to be careful, like you mentioned.
Right.
But just knowing the player, like expecting what you expect out of JDR. Oh, got a high counter, but didn't get much off of it after that blocked reversal.
Yeah, JDR kind of going a little bit nuts. There's a couple execution errors from JDR as well. Unexpected, but that guy again goes with that simple game plan of winning Vorpal first and then trying to play around it. Almost trying to win with the concentration. But yeah, JDR finally winning the first crucial Vorpal so far.
Oh, wake up EX web, but looks like JDR was kind of ready for it, but oh.
Whiffing that 6B, unfortunate.
It looked like the fact of him using his sword to cut through the web, just like he would have quick anyone. If I saw a giant spider was sitting like that in front of me, I would definitely pull a sword out of my hand if I had that power, just to clear that stuff out. I don't want to see whatever spider is laying these out on the road. Oh, nice check with the chain shift EX. Oh, I love that idea from him.
Oh no, huge grid break. This is going to give JDR the best chance to close out the round after he wins it, but the counter poke by that guy, he's going to switch it up and just get enough 100%. No, not before the combo drops. The DP, that was JDR winning that scramble at the last moment. Although it did feel like JDR's round, that guy definitely had a window of opportunity there that he let go.
Oh, Goomba stomped him right in the dome. We're going to swap sides multiple times, push JDR in the corner, and now that guy is trying to set up the favorable scenario, but...
Yeah, as soon as he lost Vorpal there, that guy had to back up a little bit more than he'd like. JDR knew and took advantage. Got a little bit more aggressive.
I guess the grab is going to get the corner combo off of this. Setting up the knockdown. Has a lot of meter. I wonder if he's going to opt to use some. Yeah, just wants to get that word situation and out of there with the quickness. Blocks the force function. What a challenge, though.
There you go. I don't know if he's going to have enough to kill even with the chain shift meter.
They're happily setting up a ooh.
Oh yeah, he's going to get Veil off, and then very, very smart, very smart. Go for the net so that you can take the extra time from being trapped in the net, chain shift, get that meter, and then Veil off.
I like that. It's very smart of him cashing out. And now we're sitting in this nice position for that guy to make it into top 8, where I think he'll be facing a red blade if he wins. What a reward for getting through one hard opponent in top 16.
I mean, that's going to be this tournament, man. And Frosty, people show up from all over. This has been an incredibly strong Under Night tournament for, I mean, at least 4 or 5 years.
Also got a TRM, nice block on the Dash C again. But EX Fireball,
oh, no.
What a block on the Veil Off. This is JDR's chance.
He dropped the huge combo though.
Oh, I had another opportunity there with the 2A. This is kind of big, but he's trying to add on this pressure here as this Veil Off is now gone for that guy.
Yeah, that guy took a lot of the easy shielding that you can do versus Hyde and one chain shift or one Vorpal, use that chain shift to get out of there. JDR, that was a big whiff shield, and that really sucks. That big whiff shield, he wanted to get a little bit more aggressive and try to hopefully win Vorpal there, and it was not case, as that guy takes it 2-0 over JDR.
Good stuff to both players. Very nice, fun match. Just back and forth was there. The opportunities for JDR in that last round presented themselves. He just wasn't able to fully capitalize. That's what really hurt in the long run, because you had that guy in the pressure. You had those potential combos, but those little drops, and when you need that damage and you're needing to be able to continue the pressure, is what just hurts so much. But good on that guy for recognizing situations, being patient enough, getting out of it, and then putting on his own momentum after getting back into neutral. Was
I mean,
super
you
good.
Think about how that game would have been different if he was able to get a punish on the Veil off. He was able to waste all of that Veil off time within the combo, put himself in an advantageous spot in the Vorpal game in order to win the next Vorpal opportunity. I mean, you know, the whole game changes on that whiffed combo. So it is what it is.
That's fighting games.
Yeah,
that's fighting games. All it takes is, like, there's always a lot of factors. You can always try to pinpoint one thing, but it's always a multitude of things. When you look back at your matches, it's always important to just not reflect on, like, oh, if this didn't happen, I would have been okay. Which, that's there, but you always got to think of, like, how did I get into this situation?
Right.
Where did I lose all the life beforehand? There's always, like, multiple things there. But when it comes to, like, a game of momentum, which is pretty much all fighting games, there's just so many points to look on the timeline.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's one of those things where Unis is really cool in the sense of that there is, if you talk to different people about one situation, different people will come up with different answers or different ways of how they would have handled that certain situation. And I think that that is one of the coolest things about this game, is that in any moment you can pinpoint a different strategy on how to win, and they all feel valid. So, I mean, it's really about how you approach it and hoping that you can execute your game plan.
Which on the big stage is, you know, easier said than done sometimes.
Absolutely.
But again, JDR being from the winner's side, he does have another opportunity in losers, so we'll see how that goes. But we got our next match on deck as God Hunter is up against Unis player, the artist formerly known as Shaquille O'Neal, coming up here. So we're going to see some Merkava going up against Alton. It's going to be another fun match.
Yeah, we'll see. Unis player, a lot of people, like a lot of other Elton players like how he plays Elton. It's really interesting to see how a lot of other Elton players love talking him up. But he's also a mainstay of top 16s, top 8s around the United States, so definitely interesting to see him here again. Good use of that chain shift. Get that DP while Merkava's still out of the air.
Oh, swung. Hit him on the chin. God Hunter taking a lot of damage here. Oh, wait. Opportunity. Got a chain shift. Got the bar, but it looks like Unis players getting opportunity to just, you know, control the pace of the game. I say that. Finds the hit. God Hunter going to put Unis player in the corner here.
Yeah, got a perfect time as well. Right when he gets Vorpal, going to spend a chain shift right there. This is the chance for Unis player. Oh, I was going to say to take advantage and put a little pressure by getting a Vorpal game going, but that grid break from God Hunter is going to give him the win.
Nice.
Takes
first
round.
That was pretty solid, especially after being under pressure early on. We got to see how Unis player is going to adapt here.
There you go. Finds him in on the tech forward. Puts him in the corner, going to win this first one. Immediately spends the chain shift because you know he's put himself in a bad situation.
Okay, try to get that last shield, but got a chance to play, but the punish on the cross through. Nice check from God Hunter. Making sure that Unis player just does not get away with things like that. I respect it, especially because that was the first time we saw like the grounded cross through.
Yeah, good timing. Oh no, this is going to hurt. And Veil off and Vorpal. Gonna tack on a good chunk of change for this one.
Woo! Nice. 5.7. Get that meaty gunshot. Keeping God Hunter on his back, but another counter hit. Is there one counter? There's another, right?
Yeah, but that's a huge drop. That would have pretty much won him the game.
Let's see what happens here. Gets the last shield. Oh, no!
Played himself.
That brief hesitation from both players. And then you saw like the shield come out, and God Hunter's like, oh, you're not going to take a turn? Yeah, that's fine by me. Especially when you got to consider, like, you're scared of a Merkava player going double EX. Just play on those arms twice because it happens. It's a check, and it's just one of those things like you really are expecting one thing, and it just happens. So happens that, you know, God Hunter's like, oh, you expected me to do something kind of dumb? Oh, that's too bad. Oh, nice grid break. Whoa, here we go. Big punish on the whiffed DP. That reversal is going to cost Unis player a lot because the EX worms are in play, and that's a perfect.
Yeah, that is perfect. Garland's just rolling with it. Unis player, I mean, he really just overextended himself after that grid break. He needed to play more defensively, but God Hunter made a good read on that DP, and now he's put himself at set point.
right, empty fly low. Oh
Another great break, and that was right before the cycle. So he's not going to be able to play this cycle.
Oh wait, it finds a reversal though. At least gets out, gets the cross under into applying pressure here.
No cancel on the down forward C. He got a few of them to hit before, but he even didn't capitalize on those.
Right, the children are in play. Nice throw tech. Oh, get up, stop it.
There you go.
Don't flail your arms at me, young man. Great reversal to put God Hunter in this position here, and oh man, Unis players trying to get these hits, trying to get the life lead now, but oh.
Yeah, doesn't have that 100-meter that he needs to do it, but the overhead works out again.
Nice.
That was a pretty handed 2-0, I'd have to say.
Yeah, God Hunter definitely looked extremely prepared for the matchup. You know, picked apart Unis player really well and just ran away with it. That's really strong, making his bid into top 8 winners on that. It's going to be someone to really look out for as we're going through this day and filtering out all the players to get to our top 8.
Yeah, that was, I don't know, I guess I just didn't expect it from Unis player. I felt like he got over anxious at times. And a lot of the times you see in that matchup, you see Elnum players actually just want to hold the 100-meter because they always have the invincible EX moves that can blow through Merkava's long limbs and set up pressure. So you see a lot of things like 2-2A and then hold 100% meter because you can whiff cancel specials. So if they say like a wake up EX hands or something, you can also return the favor with your EX cutting sync. Just stuff like that I didn't really get to see from Unis players. One of the reasons why a lot of Merkava players don't like that matchup.
But hey, not a problem for him today. And now we're going to be setting up our next match. It's BNP goes up against the Duesta. Not a Duesta, the Duesta. The one and only Duesta in this building. Playing really well. Came out of the pools, I believe, with Magnets.
Oh, really?
Sending Magnets to losers. Magnets
wow.
did not make top 16. He was eliminated out of his pools.
By
so he was a gentleman named Aki. Put him out, a Mika player. So we saw that a little earlier in the last pool. So a little bit surprising starting out the year and not having our Magnets going a little bit far. But it's, he's been on brink. He's been on brink. So
no, that's fair.
There's always
hey, a lot of people are
I'll OS for people. I'm happily OS for anybody, all right? You tell me where you were on the week before. You're hanging out with family. Maybe you were sick. Anything happened, just let me know, and I got you. I will put out every excuse. You got a head cold, that's fine. You felt a little bit dizzy, okay, we got it.
I think people are enjoying sort of the last moments of ST. This game was really good to the Uni scene. This is the game that sort of exploded out to the forefront of everybody's eyes. And so now that we get CLR coming up in just a moment, we sort of wonder how the popularity of this game over the last year and the year before it and the steady incline of tournament entrants, how that is going to play out into the next game. Because it's really weird with niche games like this to get that sort of popularity, and I don't know what it looks like in the next game, in all honesty. So I'm excited to see the future. But next up we got Sudha versus Duesta. We got a Seth versus Chaos. Definitely a prototypical, please stay away from me sort of game. Because once Seth gets on top of him, Chaos's poor defensive options are a problem.
Yeah, that was a good start. I like that chain shift, getting the dive after this. Now it's going to set up pressure. Oh, he thought the orb was a problem. No, gets the throw, and there's the Duesta going in. And
yeah, also has Vorpal too. Spence is on the chain shift there.
We haven't even seen Ozzy yet. That's how hard it is when you have a character like Seth that's so mobile that you really want to maybe set something up, but it just keeps you so under pressure.
Yeah, knockdown, gets Vorpal once again. I really like how he extended that combo too with the super, making sure that he was going to win the grid cycle.
Just a grab, and Ozzy showed up for a little bit, but watched his master go down, and now we got the next round as we're going to see how Sudha tries to get things going. Oh my god, nice summon.
Yeah, and he tried to get away from it actually. It felt like Sudha was, reacting to it, but maybe a little bit too late. It's a tech button.
Okay, gets right through with the A-slash. Just wanted to get out of pressure, out of that situation, reset the neutral. But now Sudha, yeah, shooting that meter, taking that damage and creating that corner space.
Oh, Vorpal away on the Aussie. I mean, that's all that he needs, really. That's the big problem. Chaos, the character himself, that Seth can deal with.
Yeah. That decision, though, just to use the Veil off to kill Ozzy. Oh, what a counter grab. And now just one more good hit here can do it for Sudha.
And the gold throw on top of it.
Yeah, not even TRM, just put him in pressure, got the gold throw.
Didn't expect it. There you go, one more hit for Chaos. Exactly where he wants to be, especially considering that he is in a position to win the Vorpal meter. And nice shield from Duesta.
I know.
Hey, the classic. PS4 classic. It's all right.
All right, we'll sort this out real quick.
Yeah.
But like I said, the back and forth of the match was really good. I like that even though Sudha got blown out in the first round, he made a really good adjustment to turn this around and was starting to put on really good pressure there.
Right.
Just keep his composure because, again, a character like Seth that's just can be so oppressive, and just the mobility that really makes that happen.
One of the things that Chaos does have in this matchup is that he does have the ability to cover a great big amount of that space on the screen, right? And so it's a good thing that he has the ability to, Sudha has the ability to stay calm in that neutral position, wait for his Seth to try to overextend and then find the hit. But in this situation right here, one of the things I always talk about is that it's not about the first combo that you get, it's about what happens afterwards.
Yeah.
Because usually the first combo takes around 12 seconds, and then the Vorpal cycle is up for contention right afterwards. And that Vorpal cycle, a lot of the times, defines how the rest of the match is going to go, because that's the first big power spike that one character gets.
Yeah.
So sorry, go for it.
There's actually the fun caveat of a game like Unis in general is just having the system, it doesn't work really against you, but you work alongside of it. It's part of it's the game inside of a game.
Yeah,
which
that's
is super
what I tell
unique
a lot
to
of
this.
people.
It's
You're
really
playing
fun to have
two games at the same time.
Yeah.
And it's rough. That's why I could. Oh, monitor went black. That's what it was. Oh, okay. So it doesn't seem like it was actually a pause from an external controller. It was mostly that the monitor went out. So at least it wasn't. At least it might be something we can just restart. We'll see.
Sadly, it's not Dota. You can't just pause the game and restart. We don't got that 5-second countdown.
I always think about that if fighting games had some sort of pause like other games do, like CS:GO or Dota. Would we be able to use it? Or we would just or would people just forget to disconnect controllers?
I don't know.
Still,
It'd be my thing where you don't want it to be something that players can control.
Right.
You have to be oh, a controller got disconnected because, well, I don't know. A player could just be yoink. Oh, I don't know what happened, but it's I don't know. It's hard to judge something like that in a fighting game. It works for LAN games for sure, but yeah.
There are too many factors that go into how fighting games work. And so, yeah, technology doesn't always work in our favor, but it's all right, no big deal. We have both of our contestants or our players are just chilling for a bit. It seems like it doesn't seem like they're too hurt either way. Anyway, let me know what else is happening in this top 16. I'm looking forward to it.
Because like I said, we're finishing up. This is the last match of the winner side. So starting in loser, we're going to have a Silicon versus Argan Ross. So Argan Ross losing to a held-up player in pools, which, I mean, it's a tough road, and managing to eliminate Batista to make it out. So Argan Ross is doing really well.
One of the few Waldstein players still left, or one of the few Waldstein, one of the few Waldstein, I wouldn't say mains because he's been plays a lot of Lene as well, but I mean, you consider it one of to be his top tournament viable characters, so definitely fun.
After that, we have Shinso Beam versus Pinku. So Pinku, a nice Batista player, up against Shinso Beam. Winner of that will fight Uni player to make top 8. So we'll see how that happens. Then we have Untold Melody, who is Hilda, who just saw the last pool qualify, going against Barrel. And the winner of that will fight JDR to qualify for top 8.
Okay.
And the final roundabout of everything is Spoink. I'm just call him Spoink. Spoink versus Aki. So that's Mika versus, I'm not sure what Spoink does. Winner of that fights JCT. So we have a lot of excellent matches coming up soon, and looks like
I don't know if they're playing this.
It kind of does.
It looks like a match.
All right.
So I'm going to call it like a match.
It's happening right now,
yeah. It's happening.
Ozzy's in the corner along with Chaos, trying to keep him down.
Yeah, ends up winning Vorpal. This is a good situation here. Once he gets him knocked down, he baits out the Veil off.
All right, this is a big chance for the Duesta, who was down and trying to get the life lead back right now. All right, not enough yet, but he does have chain shift, gets the command grab. Beautiful force function here.
Yeah, and man, Duesta just showing how you can roll over Chaos with one opportunity. And I mean, that's how important Vorpal is in this matchup, right? If Seth gets it, he takes away one of the key defensive options that Chaos gets. If Chaos gets it, then he gets to extend his pressure and keep him locked down more often. And it becomes so important. So that chain shift that I was talking, that Vorpal that I was talking about, the first Vorpal of the sequence or of the round is so important.
All right, game number 2 coming up here. You know, I said Sudha fought back extremely well. Now is having at a deficit here, but oh wait, finds some jump seed.
Yeah, all things considered, that was actually a pretty big back and forth. I mean, the matchups were kind of one-sided in terms of rounds, but I mean, that's how they go. You see right here, Sudha is the one who's rolling. We have so much control over the grid meter. It's very difficult for the opponent in this matchup to do anything about it. A perfect for him.
That's one way to answer back. After all is said and done,
absolutely.
Coming back with a perfect, but oh, first blood.
It's hard to say that they're playing, that this is a close match, because every time somebody's life bar is completely depleted and the other one's almost full. But it is how this matchup goes. The momentum is huge.
Yeah, both characters just feed off of it. Trying to get that opportunity where it's like they just want to break through the neutral, put each other in there, nice unblockable. It's going to set up a nice damage combo to put him in the corner. He's going to set up an orb. What do you got mix-up-wise? Assault with the grid
delay
break.
assault. Yeah, with the grid break. And he's got meter to help him out as well. Duesta ties it up set point.
With a perfect.
With a perfect.
Back up perfect
with a perfect.
His own. Final round for the Duesta. If he wins this, he goes to the winner's side. Oh, nice fail off.
Very nice fail off. Right through the super, what's it called? The super ball too.
Oh, read a book. Some fine literature coming right at you.
Jumps away from Ozzy.
That book into chain shift.
Pressure still in the favor of Sudha, but Duesta finally fights back in this round, gets a hit. If he wins Vorpal, this is going to be huge. He's going to try to extend them for this combo.
Oh, frame trap. Found a small hit there, but oh no. This is dangerous territory.
Yeah, this is bad. With 200% meter as well. He's going to try to use that meter to cover up this gap in the Vorpal cycle. That's a little bit right there.
Orb's coming in. Nice blocking the mix-up there. Veil off to get a knockdown and force Sudha to be in the situation, for Sudha to get in there.
Yeah, returns the favor with his own Veil off. Breaks his grid and saves his own. Gets hit anyway, though. He might be able to win the cycle. No, actually, the grid break finishes up just in time for Sudha to earn it once again.
Oh, the cross up into the low. He's going to get the life lead and some decent damage here, but how does he seal the deal on the Duesta? Oh, none of that. Nice tag on the goal throw. Assault, that's blocked. Oh, the challenge, had a chance, but did not get a full conversion here. 2 seconds left, 1, command grab's not enough, and now we're tied up a game apiece. Nice.
That was so sick. There was a really, really smart defensive decision from Duesta right there. Or, from Duesta, who, when Sudha was looking for the gold throw to finally break his grid, he had so many grid blocks, there was no way he was going to win that war, so he went for the gold throw and tried to hopefully bait him out of using a shield or something like that, and he just stayed resolute and gave him his best chance, but afterwards, yeah, Sudha was able to hold it down and play some good defense. Just back and forth from these guys.
Yeah. I mean, we saw literally a game with 2 perfects and then all that happening with a time, ending with a time over in game 2. So game 3 here, the rubber mats. Both players trying to get in that winner's side top 8. Nice. Blocking the rising jump A.
Yeah, didn't get that combo, but he still has, I don't know, he spends it right there. That's a really weird place to spend it because you almost give up your Vorpal game right then and there by spending it so late in the cycle. If Sudha was able to take advantage, he's going to spend it. No!
Oh, no! A big whiff, and the Duesta takes full advantage of it.
No, he gets a chance.
Oh, rising jump A. That was beautiful after the chain shift. Again, match point, the Duesta.
Yeah, huge drop there. Sudha had the chance to take that game. But Duesta now at set point once again.
Right, Ozzy's getting some nice damage here. Keep it. Ooh, in the corner, but nice. We saw that last time. He killed Ozzy with the veil off, but that time Sudha was ready.
Yeah, and got the punish for it too. So now the time ticking down on the veil off.
Oh, nice splat.
He does have an absurd amount of grid blocks though, so there's no way that Sudha is going to win this cycle.
He tried to break, he had to throw. He tried to get the throw at least to maybe break the grid bars. But you're going to see how much meter Duesta gets with that chain shift. Oh my god.
Yeah, when you have that much grid, there's actually no reason for you to go for a shield or anything like that to get your grid broken. So very smart and calm from Duesta right there.
Ooh, almost had the combo after the force function command grab. Oh, the dive. Beating Sudha, trying to walk forward.
Curious to see if he cuts the combo early. No, he's just going to go for all of it and then try to go for the setup right here.
What nice block on the slow veil off, but here it comes. DIW, Maximum Ozzy. It's going to run through him, and now we're on final match for both players.
Warfrol just showing how strong it is right now.
The crowd right now loving this match.
Sudha with the first step here. Duesta finds the second hit though. He's going to keep him in the combo long enough to win Warfrol. That's huge as he gets the setup, sends the super right here.
And that side swap was really important too. Regular grab. What's the setup here? Oh, but the challenge! 2A. Abare getting through and another side swap. Sudha putting Duesta in the corner. Yo! Such a good option there, and there it is! Sudha raising his hands to the roof as he qualifies for top 8 over the Duesta with his chaos. He can't believe it. Oh, that's what you love to see. Played his heart out. Made top 8 at Frosty Faustings 2020.
On the winner's side.
That's a good feeling. That's a good feeling.
This is our tournament, like I was saying before. This has been a tough tournament to win year in, year out. So, I mean, good stuff to him. And especially in a matchup that's absolutely frightening. You know, a matchup that it's like you're one knockdown away from losing it constantly. And he made, that is like an unbelievably freaky decision that he made there to hit those 2As in that situation where Seth not only has you in the corner, but he also has Warfrol and ready to chain shift in front of your face like that. Impressive.
The courage, man.
Yeah,
the courage.
But he knew it was
at
the
that
right
point.
option.
It's like I believe in this chaos 2A to see me to victory, and the Duesta played really great, and we'll see more of him. Because like I said, that set was just
a darn good set.
Probably my favorite set so far of the tournament, just with the quality of play between both. So I'm excited to see how Sudha plays in top 8, and we'll see more of the Duesta as he tries to qualify out. So
yeah, absolutely. I mean, he played really well too, right? I mean, I'm just really impressed with a lot of the decision-making that they did to win Warfrol, to check pressure, stuff like that, that is a little bit out of the regular circle of how turn-taking works in Unis, and I think that's why those decisions were so cool or so strong. So good stuff for them.
No, that was really good. Like I said, that's the quality of this top 16 so far. It's been, you know, all the level of players, you're going to see just great matches here and there. I mean, and if it ends up going as people expect, that's fine, but the road there has been just full of twists and turns as you would hope for any tournament to be like.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's been good so far. Thank you guys for joining us for Frosty 12. First big tournament of the decade, at least for me. I don't know if I missed one, but
KIT was like the start, right?
There you go.
Went to Tennessee, really started things off, but you always expect Frosty Faustings to be right there behind it.
First big anime tournament of the year, at least, and you know, this is the one that everybody always goes out to. Made its name on Guilty Gear, but then just, you know, it's a Midwest tournament, so they're going to try to make everybody as comfortable as possible. Invited everybody else to play. I mean, we've even had like good Street Fighter V tournaments here before. There was a good Marvel tournament yesterday. I mean, it's just people come out and play video games here.
Yeah, for every game, and people preach about it. I mean, it's not just like modern games and retro games too. You like yourself some Third Strike, CVS2, Vampire Savior. I mean, that's what the beauty of Chicago tournaments is. They pride themselves on giving like the inclusivity and really showcasing like the the best side of the FGC because everyone gets something to do. And I mean, a 24-hour venue, so you get to enjoy play of any game no matter what. You have arcade cabinets. You got some dope popcorn being sold that you can't get anywhere else unless you really live in Chicago and you have access to it. But people just, come here to wait in line for over an hour to get some popcorn. That's Frosty Faustings.
So we're going to do a quick break to just check on the all the equipment really quick. So thank you guys for tuning in to Frosty 12. We're going to take a quick ad break. Please don't go away. We'll be right back with more Unis action. Oh, we're doing slides? Oh, I thought you were going to do...
You got mixed up,
You
right?
know
It's
what?
okay.
It's fine. It's fine. You know what?
It's okay.
Because we have some amazing sponsors that help Frosty come true. Thank you, Arc System Works. Obviously, that's one of the huge reasons why we're here. Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, their new version of the game, now available version 2.0 on the systems you see above.
And Frosty, don't worry. Axel has you covered with some amazing merch. Go support Accelerate Gaming by checking out their website, picking up some nice hoodie and gear to rep one of the finest teams in the FGC. And follow them on the socials. They're at Axel_FGC.
Ready Games. You can play the Ready Game app on your phone at Android or Apple. You have a $300 prize pool. You use the code Frosty for secret access to the game.
You got plenty of games. Naptown Clutch 2020. You love two-day events like Frosty Faustings. Indianapolis has got you covered. $30 venue fee on that early bird special. You got the link right there. Representing modern and classic games aplenty. Something for everybody, even the new stuff like Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. Look at it. Register now, April 24th. And 25th is only a little bit away.
Second City Smash. Playing a huge Smash Ultimate event at Ignite Gaming Lounge right here in beautiful Chicago. Qualify for the second City Smash Series 2 Invitational. Each event has a $1,000 pop bonus and $300 to the top 4 ladder finishers.
Nice. Another amazing event in New York, Super TSB, March 6th through 7th. You better pre-register now or Sway is coming for you. Happening at the newest venue in New York, the OS. If you love anime fighters, there's all of them represented. GG Exerd, BBCF, BB Tag, Grand Blue, and Melty Blood. Even Unis.
From house to house to home in 5 minutes. Create a portable arcade cabinet. For machines from house to consoles, you can come with full arcade sticks on each side for the authentic arcade feel. Ton of customizable designs. You can go to Game Changers Arcade for one of those.
And changing the game is Ignite Skokie. Every Friday starting the 7th of February, you can find their FGC meetups. Produced by the awesome team at Low Kick Esports. Tournaments for those 4 games you see at the bottom. If you are in Chicagoland area, go through and meet up with the amazing community and be a part of what makes fighting games special.
And Grand Blue Fantasy Versus, we're all waiting for this awesome game. It's coming to PS4 in the first quarter of 2020. Make sure to play the demo in their booth all weekend. Representatives from the publisher XC will be on site to help you guys out. I'm super looking forward to the game. Yeah, and I know you guys are too.
Big time. Quarter 1 2020 is going to be huge. Once that stuff happens, oh boy. Yeah. I'm excited to see, and I hope you're excited to see a couple videos, but stay tuned afterwards because we have more Unis top 16 action coming at you.
Let's dance, darling.
Thank y'all for sticking around. Frosty Faustings XII. We are trying to round out our Under Night top 8 for this tournament. I'm looking forward to seeing who's going to fly out from the loser's side. But if you just tuned in, my name is Sammy Fish with me, the wonderful Raph, all the way from downtown. How's it going, boss?
It's going great. We just saw 4 amazing matches. You know, 4 winners and 4 losers. The losers are going to sit a little bit in that salt, marinate in it, as we find out who their opponents will be as we're going to start these top 16 losers matches. Oh, it looks like they played a couple of them. Looks like they played a few off stream. So we're going to be starting out with Unis player going up against Pinku. Is going to be that first match here. So Batista versus Outnum.
There you go. Gets an anti-air. Wasn't able to get the full combo because he wanted the side switch and take the corner, but kind of expecting this is how it's going to go. It's really difficult for Outnum to find that hit, especially at full screen.
Yeah, look how much damage that's already happened. And like Pinku is not really engaged.
Yeah.
You know, putting pressure there because he had the chain shift, but it's like, okay, I'm back to playing the zoning game. I got crystal bits, I got laser beams, you have to block, take this chip. Oh, nice block on that. Getting a punish on the B dive. Oh my god.
Oh no. Very common for Batista to go for that first big flash kick. Try to interrupt the pressure when the opponent finally feels like they have the opportunity to put some pressure on you, but did not work out in that situation.
And what a challenge from Pinku. Pressing in between pressure, finds the assault, reset into B drill. And again, achieves that life lead here. Chipping down with the EX beam. And it's funny, Unis player doesn't even have enough meter to force the full screen beam, so has to hold this. That chain shift is just a raw grab. This is scary.
Yeah, you know what sucks is that, you know, Unis player was sitting back and relaxing, waiting for the grid cycle to be in his favor, but then Pinku just threw up 2 gems and made a wall, able to concentrate for free. So good, smart heads-up play from Pinku. Unis player needs to come up with an action. That was a pretty defensive round, all things considered.
It's hard. It's hard to engage at that like full screen to mid-range against Batista, especially when she's able to set up the bits and everything. Like once, you know, Outnum gets in, yeah, there's always the worry about the flash kick, but at least you have a better opportunity playing the close range. Oh, gets the shot, a little bit of damage there. Didn't opt to access the EX shot. So Pinku finds his way outside to the other side, now just running with it. Chain shift to avoid getting tagged.
Was able to win that grid cycle at the last moment. And he's won 2 in a row, so he's been able to put on a little bit more pressure on Pinku in these last like 30 seconds, but finally gets the hit.
Right, gotta get this knockdown. Reload. Getting those EX bullets on deck and just putting that pressure on Pinku, who lets it rip. Just goes for the gusto, and I don't blame him, but now taking all this damage. And Unis player,
it's gonna be close. Drops the ender. Pinku has chain shift, uses it early to reset the pressure.
Okay, dash up grab.
Yeah, with 6 seconds left.
Oh, wow, what an assault. And yeah, it doesn't even matter there. Takes the throw anyway, tied it up, we're at a piece.
I really like Unis player's adaptation to how to play the matchup. Really playing backwards here, looking for Vorpal first.
Oh, there's a bail-off. Here we go.
Playing that Vorpal game first, right? He's going to break your grid, and then when he wins Vorpal, he's just going to have that extended pressure on Pinku, even at full screen. Going to spend all of it, going to get a nice, healthy 5.4.
Oh, another grid break from the overhead. Pinku not watching his dome. Charging that flash kick, taking the damage off the EX shots. That combo's going to do it as Unis player goes up 1 game.
Yeah, kind of, I feel like he has his hands in his hair because he dropped that combo. It did reset it into a 2-2B, so it was like it almost worked out the one time that Pinku did not flash kick.
Yeah.
But,
well, right, like you expect a charge carrier to be charging down back, so he has to go for overheads when you think, if they don't react right, hey, we're good. If I get hit by a flash kick, what do I lose? A little bit of life, right? I lose the momentum. But if I find the overhead of the guy charging, that's the party starter.
There goes some good shields from Unis player. Was able to win him Vorpal there. Very smart heads up play, that 2B perfectly spaced. This is really the adaptation in Unis play that Unis players play that I've been seeing from the first round. Don't like that chain shift, however. Did it right before the cycle was up, so he basically gave it to Pinku.
I mean, he still got the hit afterwards.
There you go.
So
yeah,
that's important, right?
He did have to spend Veil off to strip it. Pinku returned the favor and actually grid broke, so he's just at a deficit in the grid game right now.
Oh, another flash kick. Every time they've gotten blocked, Unis players been adept at making it a bad decision, and yet Pinku will still be going for it. And that's, 3 for 3 where it's cost him.
Yeah, and I really feel like when you have Vorpal in that situation, there's almost no reason for you to do that. You're playing Batista. You're playing a character that just gets extra damage by other people wanting to be in front of you.
Oh, nice assault. A Unis player not afraid to be up there, so we're seeing how this is going to play out now. As look at Unis player go, all that pressure, but the challenge.
Yeah, still going to win the Vorpal, though. Pinku going to go for the side switch. Strip going to go for the Super Ball for the extended pressure. Use that Veil off while he still can.
That EX beam to keep himself, and momentum going, but the challenge from Unis player there.
So this is a huge moment right here. When you have this many grid blocks, you have a decision to make. Do I hold it and lord it over the opponent and constantly win Vorpal, or do I use it right now and take all the meter? It could have put him in 200%, but
it's over either way.
Yeah, it's over anyway with the CBO.
Bonk. Oh, wait a minute. Up. Little bit left. Unis player has to be patient here. Not a lot that can happen, but oh, great.
Wow, spends it on the guard thrust. Not what you see often, but at that life, made a good amount of sense as Unis player loses the first round, but then takes 4 straight.
Yeah, good stuff. Good adjustments, showing his power to make the top 8. Made it to the loser side, not in winners like he hoped, but still superb showing from Unis player, who's going to be playing a little bit later in top 8, trying to get that sweet, sweet redemption.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm saying, this guy's Unis player is a shoo-in for top 16, top 8 in almost every tournament that he goes to. So it really goes to show that that's why a lot of the other Elden players than you in North America really like watching him.
I mean, just a treat to watch. That level, high-level Unis in as a whole is always just fun to watch. Players just doing the back and forth and just making those micro decisions. Ah, man.
Yeah.
That's Unis, and we're going to see some more of it. Uniclear coming out. It's going to get so good. Just, we'll see. Like, even new character. I know that all the characters are over there in the setup they have here, but we still have, like, Londrekia, who no one's really had hands-on time with.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that character, too. I've heard some good things from people who have gotten hands on him for a little bit, and they're just saying that character is really fun. So I plan on learning that character when he comes out, just because I love learning new characters, in all honesty. But we'll see. It's
going to be the race to see who gets that
right, who learns the dirty stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, the quickest. Yep. That's always I love when new characters get released. It doesn't matter what game it is. When a new character gets released and people start going through that exploration phase of the character, especially when it's a brand new character and not like a legacy character, man, that time is a really fun time in fighting games.
Yeah, I'm always looking forward to see who's the person that's going to break through with it. If it's going to be someone switching over, or it's going to be somebody brand new comes into it and just like goes off with the character Londrekia.
There you go. All right, so we got a Hilda versus Hyde matchup, JDR versus Untold Melody. So like Hyde does have a few things that go for him in this matchup. That the fact that Hilda's defense is notably poor. One of the reasons why it kind of sucks to be in pressure versus this character is that Hyde doesn't really have to commit to anything, and he's never really afraid of anything once Hilda's knocked down. Without having those defensive options, you can really actually just rely on the chip of your sword normals in order to pressure her. But up until then, she outranges you, and it actually kind of makes it difficult to play neutral when you're a character that wants to throw fireballs out and put normals. She has like a little bit of extended range. So it's just about navigating this part. Untold Melody really showing off with that perfect start.
Yo, put out the overhead right there and just caught JDR with it.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get the full thing though, and now JDR finally gets his opportunity.
Hey, gets to grab nice tech though from Untold Melody. He'll like that. After the chain shift, decided to go for the up back dive. One of the best dive kick, if not the best dive kick in the game. Oh, nice mix-up with the last-second overhead. Look at this damage with 200 meter.
I don't even feel like he was in the bloom in that one, too. Did I see him walking back? kind of maybe a little bit more respect than you'd like from a character that has an invincible DP.
That was just good stuff. And Hilda rounds happen, though. That character,
Hilda
like,
rounds,
there's
absolutely.
definitely going to be Hilda rounds. You know, you're just trying to navigate all the laser beams. You're like feeling like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, just coming down from the ceiling, trying to avoid any sensor or trap. But sometimes Tom Cruise messes up. Sometimes he goes through it.
Hilda's one of the few characters that can set up like what feels like absolutely proper 50-50s in this game. So, you know,
watch your dome.
Yeah, you're right. There are Hilda rounds, absolutely.
We have another one coming right now, looking like a pure Hilda round, as JDR just doesn't have an answer for this. All right, setup here, goes low, nice block.
Man, Untold Melody just harassing him. But, I mean, JDR actually it feels like more passive than I'd like. There you go. I'm okay with that start.
But what does it get him? That's the big thing. He's been losing these rounds very clean and just not being able to assert pressure as long as he would like, not finding any big openings because Untold Melody is not giving him any chances.
It's true, but I feel like when you get that close, like he got the anti-air DP, right? You just put some pressure on him. Hilda doesn't have any meter yet. You don't have to be afraid of like a fail off. There you go. He's going to get some good damage off this if he completes the combo.
There he goes. Going to find the knockdown after the fireball. Oh,
yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm looking forward to. Use your quicker normals. Hilda doesn't have that many fast normals. She only has one that she can crutch on, and it's even slow compared to other moves.
Yeah. That was just nice. Catching Untold Melody, pressing buttons in between that with the counter it into TRM, and now JDR on the board trying to turn this around. Another dash C. Let's go. That's going to be good damage and corner control.
I will almost give up Warp Roll for this situation. To finally get a hit and put her in the corner, you do have to worry about chain shift. That's why you see JDR backing up and playing a little bit more at range.
Oh, found a big hit. Nice. JDR going to cash out here. What a turnaround after the first 3 rounds. Went super well for Untold Melody.
There you go.
Am I going to Palebringer? Okay, no, just 5C. Tied up 1-1. JDR answering back. He got a redo on his exam. They gave him another chance to pass the test. It was open book, and he read Untold Melody like one real fast.
Like open book, but if open book meant that you had to run all the way across the school to get to the book and bring it back. Like, you have to work for it. It's not one of those where, you know, the book is just in front of you. You do have to earn it before you can get those answers. And he definitely did. He found the hit, even if it meant giving up Warp Roll. He found the hit and then kept the pressure on top of her, and that's the name of the game for this matchup.
I guess like if taking a test, if you're Untold Melody, you know what you do? You change the questions.
That's a good point. Yeah, you can give her JDR a different difficulty here.
Nice challenge again. That working out a lot of times, but now JDR has kind of opening here. What gets called out by Untold Melody.
Oh man,
I want to jump the combo, but EX to keep JDR.
Very nice fail off. He is betting it all on this one though. He's not going to have any meter, and that is going to be it. Untold Melody is going to be at set point. He spent all of his meter on the veil off. It was a good veil off, but it was risky in the sense that he has no meter going into this round. Untold Melody checks the stagger pressure with her own 2A.
All right, teleports out. I like that. Screw your fireball. I'm out of here. I'm going to commit to my zoning. Other side of the screen. Now I got to deal with these normals and just get that knockdown, set it up. Nice block on the cross-up, but there goes the low. Look out. JDR's running out of life to move forward or anything. Change shift. Good challenge, though, from Untold Melody.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, Untold Melody, for a character that has such slow normals, is not afraid of JDR pressing buttons in front of his face. And Untold Melody, that is it. Top 8 for him.
2-1. I like this song. Untold Melody. I wish I heard this song before. He just didn't skip a beat. And JDR eliminated at 9th place. Good stuff, Untold Melody, to make that top 8 on the loser side, playing a really good Hilda. Really different, honestly, because he's not afraid to to challenge. He is no fear when it came to defense, because he was like, okay, I'm gonna always do that little hop and like maybe try to catch you going low. I'm gonna press a button in between things and just not afraid of JDR's, like anything JDR is gonna do. And that fearless play style it's scary.
Yeah, I mean, in all honesty, I was going to criticize Melody for it because I felt like at some point it was like this is getting him killed, especially in that second game where JDR was able to take it and tie up the game count. I was like, this is kind of getting you killed, buddy. Like you couldn't like let it go a little bit because JDR finally turned up the aggression, but maybe JDR thought that he was going to adapt because Melody just kept pressing buttons and it worked out. And you know, impressed to say, yeah, that sort of that limited, like, no fear style when you play Hilda is scary because you're expecting a certain amount of caution from a Hilda player once you're in front of her face. And if you don't see it,
Untold Melody is like, no, I'm not about that. I'm not about that. We're playing a fighting game. I'm here to fight. I'm scrapping. I'm not trying to block.
So, I mean, hey, good stuff. Top 8 from Untold Melody.
All right, the next match is going to be setting up as JCT from Canada going up against the Spoink Man.
Yeah.
He looks like a Spoink Man. I could see it. I could see it in his face. His demeanor.
I don't know what that means.
His demeanor tells me Spoink. Like he wakes up in the morning and he opens his eyes, and the first words out of his mouth is Spoink. Spoink. Spoink.
We got JCT. JCT was, I believe, the first Merkaba player that we had at the beginning of the day. No? My memory is awful.
No, I think that was the Hilda that was going up against Red Blade.
That's right, the Hilda player.
Yeah,
Hilda player.
So
Man, we have so many Hilda players. It actually blows me away. For a character that is like, I think that a lot of people recognize her strength later on through ST because she's one of the few characters that did have like a proper 50-50. She was able to really control the space against a lot of the characters that are considered to be top tier or characters that you know really need to move around, like characters like Seth. I mean, it's scary to be on top of her, but like once you're on top of her, but she's able to just screen pollute and make it difficult for him to get in.
Exactly. It's like, who cares about a matchup? Who cares about bad matches when you got set play? When you got a mix, when you got people put in the blender and you just go to town, it's like, what does it matter? I'm just going to make you guess every time. I can zone if I want to, and if zoning don't work, I'm going to blend, and will it blend? It looks like a ninja blender just going to town. All right, so we got our button check out of the way as JCT, after being sent 2 losers by Red Blade, is now going to be up against the Spoink Man. Let's see what he can do here. Both players. It's going to be fun to watch. I even hear the crowd just going for Spoink. They like them some Spoink Man.
They're really Spoink.
He's infectious, okay?
Yeah, it's a good word.
And even look at this Oreo color. Look at this Oreo color that matches his jersey. You saw that like lime green jersey. He's repping the brand and the aesthetic. I love it. Okay, but JCT, nice early start. Great anti-air there.
Man, JCT just run forward chasing down an Aurier as a Hilda player.
He saw.
These Hilda players have absolutely no fear. I don't know what happened to them, but sometime within 2-3 years ago, they just learned it's like, man, I'm just tired of being nice.
Yeah, don't you just want to go ape sometimes?
Sometimes you just want to go ape shit.
Oh,
boom.
Nice
JCT.
round. With the Hilda round perfectly executed, not letting Spoink Man really do much there. All right, finds the beat thrust. Gonna get the extension here. All right, Spoink. Putting Hilda in the corner and the EX for the side swap.
Good shields from JCT.
Nice assault, getting in there.
Yeah, it gets hit, but he does take the Vorpal away from Spoink Man. And that is a huge deal. Getting rid of that thrust chain shift is a good way for JCT to curb Spoink Man's offense.
You just can't help but saying it, right? You just want to say Spoink Man. You just want to keep that word in your mouth. It's too good. It's fun to say. It's fun to say,
it's a good
all
word.
right?
It's a good word. Don't know what it means. It's a good word.
Oh, try to jump out of it, getting clipped. And now JCT trying to get that, bring it back. Gonna be setting up the rain, bringing it down.
I do like JCT trying to hold on to the grid meter as best as he can, but Spoink Man finds the opening with another 100 meter. I believe that's going to be it. Yes.
All right, tied up, 1 round apiece. This has been already getting good, right? The first round was definitely a very good Hilda round for JCT, but now Spoink Man doing the damn thing, bringing it back. Nice fucking the overhead. Oh, catches with the assault and gets the counter hit. It's going to get a little bit of damage and a knockdown. Woo! Nice, Sacred Arrow.
Spoink Man playing with some confidence, but JCT has something to say about it. Trying to go a little bit of concentration. Yes, there it is. Spoink Man looking for that shield to win the grid cycle.
Oh, nice. Dashes forward, try to call something out, but the dive hits home. And now JCT going off on all cylinders, but nice. Jumps up, calls Thanatos.
You're right. You're all right, Thanatos.
Yep, calls the homie. There's too many Thanatos in fighting games.
But yeah, that's true.
There's too many fighting. Especially because they both have it in BB tag because Elizabeth and her are both in the game. There's two Thanatos.
Does anybody play that team? I don't know. They should.
All right. Oh, the 2A, but nothing afterwards. A divine thrust. What's going to happen here as he tries to just go over Spoink Man, putting on pressure?
Oh, and he has shape shift too. That's it right there.
Divine thrust out of there. Now putting up the meteors, and what a challenge. Recognizing Spoink Man was going to go in, JCT fighting through.
I think maybe Spoink Man got a little bit too overzealous with the thrust chain shift. He wanted to use it immediately instead of waiting for a good moment to do it.
It's that timer that put that pressure.
There was a timer involved, absolutely, but it was sort of his last card that he had, and he played it a little bit too early. JCT able to take the first game here.
All right, kind of starting to tear to shreds. And JCT's off to a great start. It's like, oh, you avoided this by going full screen? That's fine. I'll take that. You want to put yourself full screen against my Hilda? That's wonderful for me. So that's just kind of the way she kind of wins. Oh, nice. TRM gets the grid break too.
Oh,
very good.
Does not respect the 2-2C.
Oh, and that walk up delayed 2A. Let's go, Spoink Man.
Yeah, this is what you want to see. I mean, you want to see him complete the combos as well, but this helps for sure. That should have been a grid break, and it didn't happen.
Gets it.
But kept the pressure up nonetheless through two drops, I would say.
The patience. Both players not really wanting to overextend just because of the fear there of a chain shift there from Aurier. Oh,
there
nice grid break. Side swap, nice. He's going to get that knockdown here. Just okay.
Oh, wow. Actually just sat there and waited and then still pressed a button.
Oh, caught the backdash. Nice. JCT, great decision making here.
Yeah,
going to take the life lead from it.
JCT just playing with that confidence that wanted to warble in this situation. Although Spoink Man has a decision to make. Yeah, he had to cut the combo so he can win Vorpal once again.
Double cross up, getting some nice damage, taking the life lead here. Spoink Man just needs really 2 more clean hits to end JCT in this game, but JCT's defense looking spectacular.
I can't believe he's still shielding in all honesty. So the early chain shift gets all of this meter. Gonna use it for the EX Bloom. Nice block. One more time.
Nice assault. Here we go. Has an opportunity with all this bars. What's gonna set up here? Oh, the EX gets blocked, and now JCT on match point.
Spoink Man got way too aggressive to start. No meter and no Vorpal. And really, he tried to push the envelope on JCT. It's like, no thanks. I have all the resources I need. As he wins the first grid cycle as well. This is not looking good, especially with the EX Bloom. Sets up, went for the guard thrust, broke his own grid to do it as well with no gain whatsoever.
That's what a way to go down. JCT eliminates Spoink Man and makes top 8. After all is said and done, losing a hard match against Red Blade and Winner's side, bringing it back against the Spoink Man. And good stuff to him as we have now 2 Hildas in the top 8.
Dude, we have such an absurd amount of good Hilda players. It's not just like Hilda players, but also good Hilda players in North America. I mean, it's wild to see because a lot of the times, you don't usually see this many people push towards the zoner style character, the screen pollution style character. It's not something that even remember when Morgan in Ultimate 3 was the best character in the game, or what we considered to be the best character in the game. Even then, we didn't see an absurd amount of gravitation towards that character, right? Hilda is There's a lot of Hilda players that are good, and it's really surprising. You don't usually see that sort of character get this many good players within her. But I think it also goes to say the testament to how well she is made. She's a character that is a zoner / screen pollution type character that isn't dog poop. isn't bad.
Doesn't smell. No. She is quite the opposite. People are attracted to her for just all the aspects of the play, of just setting up good mix-ups, being able to read offense. The thing is, like, your reward for zoning with her and winning when you're zoning isn't just...
It's valuable.
It's
like,
valuable.
It feels good.
It's not just, oh, I got damage and I'm back to full screen.
Right.
It's like, no, guess.
Yes.
Guess is high-low mix-up, guess left-right. Do you expect what's coming? And even if you do, it's safe. There's nothing you could have done about it except for block and hold that, and that's just how it goes.
Yeah, the reward for getting a hit and converting it into a combo is a full mix-up afterwards. So that's great. I'm glad that we have this many Hilda players that are good, because it gives me a lot of experience in the matchup. But next up, we got Duesta coming back after a hard set versus Sudha versus Argan, one of the few wall-scene players left at this high of a level.
Argan beats Silicon in the loser's side to get to this qualifying match. We saw the Duesta lose to Sudha earlier, and now Argan making his bid to try to get top 8, to get that big body representation here. Look, that pressure already changed. Shift too far for the command grab, though. We're not going to see a spin cycle just yet. This is scary. Seth having some of the lowest life, if not the lowest in the game. He cannot be taking this damage and these hits.
Yeah, Duesta did just jump forward, though. I think Argan was looking at the grid cycle a little bit too much.
He sniped the unblockable. That was such a good decision there from Argan jumping out of it. Gonna spin him down, take the first round.
Yeah, I always really like watching Argan play. He really plays with the mindset of like a grappler that really wants to approach without you noticing. It's kind of weird to say, but he's one of those guys that really doesn't want you to recognize that he's going to throw out a button at this time, and that's how he finds his openings, the changing and timings of how he presses buttons.
Oh, and the reset off of the big claw, caught the Duesta deer in the headlights. You're worried about a command grab? No, here's the overhead. Get sniped. And now Argan with a clean first game. Took a big win. And now we're going to see what happens here. As he's thinking about it, Duesta's like considering his options.
Yeah,
shaking his head through. He's like,
it's kind of hard when you lose those games so quickly as you do. You want to think to yourself, oh man, what went wrong? What could I do better? A lot of the times there isn't much. When you get watched like that, you just kind of have to go into the next one thinking, all right, I'll do a little bit better. However, Argan kind of running the same game here, just grip after grip. One more time, the disrespect from Duesta. The one thing that did work in that previous game was him just jumping forward on wake up.
Oh, nice. Double overhead. Got to counter it, too. Looked like Argan trying to press a button as soon as the Duesta was coming down.
There you go. He's going to be able to set up here. Duesta also has Warple to work with. Just got to worry about the 200%. Nice block. Was ready and prepared for Argan.
All right, look at that. Answering back, got a roundup. That was big, especially with all the life that he lost against Argan at the beginning. But wow, the no cross up. We'll land on the other side anyway. Gonna get some good damage with the God Press.
Yeah, Duesta surprisingly passive in his movement style. It's kind of giving Argan the ability to use his big normals instead of trying to navigate them. But that was a good use of chain shift. Saw that he had time to do something. Nice run and punish as well. Argan reaching. Okay, all right.
All right, a little bit of concentration.
Went for it again. Unfortunately, he might be less than 50% success rate on those so far. Argan really looking to just grab him out of something. And once again, meanie pressure for Duesta working out versus Argan, but he drops it.
Oh, there you go. Blocked the overhead that time, but chain shift leading in his favor. The EX goes to the other side. And now Duesta has to be careful. Low profile with the 2A. Next hit for either player can do it. Goes in, trying to command grab with the challenge from the Duesta swinging.
That was actually
Wow.
so smart from, I would say, Argan Ross, and then further smarter from Duesta, because he, in that point where the Vorpal cycle was actually very close to each other, Argan Ross assaults forward in order to pressure Duesta into doing a shield or something in order to have him win that pressure too. But then Argan Ross moves forward and Duesta's like, oh, no, I don't need to do that. I'm good here. And is able to win that game that way. That was really impressive.
Oh, wow, rising jump A. So Duesta, even though he took a combo and was putting the pressure there, made the right guess. And the veil off, trying to strip the Vorpal. Nice decision there from the Duesta. I love that. Uh-oh. Guess he just got Vorpal back.
Yeah, when you spin your veil off on Vorpal like that, you really have to consider how far you are in the cycle. Is it going to matter too much? How much time am I actually earning by using that veil off in that time? And for Duesta, I'd have to say you didn't earn that much time without Vorpal.
All right, Argan Ross, match point to make top 8.
I love how Argan Ross has already changed out his gameplay. He's not just rushing in now, he's actually looking for the normal first. Right here, spacing out.
Oh, found the force function, almost had the full combo off it. What a call out. And nice challenge on the Eisendagel, not letting that rock this time. Got hit by too many overheads. But playing at such a big deficit, especially when Argan Ross has everything in his favor. There's the chain shift. EX, spin him. And now we're down to a situation where one spin cycle, one more hit's gonna do it for Argan Ross. How does the Duesta approach? Okay, there's a start. Countering anti-air.
Using chain shift to approach, that's a really good way to do it. He can take this momentum. It is Seth. Drops the combo.
Gets a grab. Has to make 2 more really good decisions, but gets out of the EX command grab. Jump and fly, trying to maybe catch him jumping backwards.
Oh, he does win Vorpal. Uses the chain shift immediately, gets the assault. He does have 200%.
Will he spend it?
Yes.
EX, he gets the IW. EX IW to make it happen. Death by 1,000 cuts. Chuny as hell.
Make sure it happens. Had to spend all the meter, but it does take him to the very last round.
Assault spin cycle. What a big command grab. Oh, what a trade. That would have been so bad if the Duesta got hit, but Argan Ross still with a huge life lead here.
Argan Ross trying to get aggressive for that Vorpal. It didn't happen. Duesta was able to take that chain shift. He's been using it really well in the matchup. Argan Ross has really been trying to keep it away from him, but Duesta's pressure right now. It's so good. And he's going to win Vorpal again. This is so scary for Argan Ross.
Regular grab. Okay, what's the option here? Command grab with the force function. This should be it if he finishes combo with all this meter. Does he have it? He does. The Duesta with his set makes top 8, eliminating Argan Ross out of the tournament. What a momentum shift. What a recomposing himself to bring that all the way back. Spectacular.
If you are a Seth player, I would highly suggest watching how, when, and what happened after Duesta won Vorpal in that match, because that really felt like every time he won Vorpal, he was able to chain it into the next one, and to the next one. And the little gaps in between where he already used chain shift, and the grid cycle was almost up, he covered them perfectly in that last game. Really, really impressive play from him.
And my man grabbed the grappler. He said, you want to command grab me? This is what you did to me.
It's like, when you commentate with Tasty Steve. Sometimes you have to grab him first.
He's gonna,
you just have to grab him first sometimes.
Take him by surprise and just show him how it goes.
All right.
Ooh,
well, that is
wonderful.
Our top 8 already settled. Thank you guys for joining us for top 16 of Unis. That will be a little later on, but please don't go away. We're going to have some more Frosty Faustings too. But obviously, or 12, sorry. Obviously, it wouldn't have been this. Yeah, we're running it back, baby.
We're doing it again.
It's the new decade.
And we got a new decade of ads real quick. So let's check out some fun stuff like Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle, the new version up 2.0. Available now across all consoles. New characters, new balance changes, new mechanics. Part of the Art Vivo World Tour. play BB Tag.
Yeah, if you guys don't know, Accelerate Gaming is a fully fighting game team. They sponsor a lot of people in the 3D games, and they are they have a lot of push here in the Chicago and the Midwest area. If you guys want to help them out, rep Accelerate Gaming with their sick merch. You can go to the discount code Frosty, 10% off at axlmerch.com.
They're changing the game, and so are Game Changers Arcade. Look them up and get yourself your own personal home arcade. Put up whatever console you're in there. Pay whatever games you want with a nice setup there with arcade stick buttons, 2v2s. Nice.
Produced by a Low Kick esports team, responsible for your favorite Saturday monthlies. You have FGC meetups now on Friday at Ignite. Play your favorite titles on February 7th, which is 3 weeks from now.
And play the ready games as you wait for Top 8 of Unis. Hop on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store and use a secret code Frosty to play some games with a prize pool of 300.
Everybody's looking forward to Grand Blue Fantasy Versus. I know I am. It's going to be released in the first quarter of 2020 on PS4. Make sure you play the demo at their booth. Or representatives here from Xseed if you guys have any questions for them or anything like that.
And check out Naptown Clutch 2020 in Indianapolis, Indiana. A nice 2-day event just like Frosty Faustings, playing a lot of your favorite games, the new and the old, as well as stuff upcoming. So if you have not registered yet, follow that link and register now.
Yeah. Second City Smash, a huge Smash Ultimate event at Ignite Gaming Lounge. You can qualify for the Second City Smash Series 2 Invitational. Each event has a $1,000 pop bonus, and top 4 get $300 in the ladder finish. Register opens February 10th.
And all those fine folks helping make Frosty Faustings what it is, and especially you guys at home watching us today. You know, Frosty Faustings is nothing without everyone spectating, so thank you guys so much for joining us in that sick top 16 to top 8 for Unis.
Wait a minute. So, the Matcherino for the Uniclear exhibition was sitting at $499.
Okay.
I chipped in the last dollar.
As
As a bit of an apology to the stream for all the blow-ups today and everything, you guys are getting that exhibition. You guys deserve
wonderful. I'm glad to hear it.
Thank you all for blowing up the Matcherino. $500 for Unis. That's what we love to see. Matcherino supporting the fighting game community, enabling crowdfunding, and people being able to support with a lot of cool prizes from it too. So that's so awesome.
I mean, the Under Night scene is really stepping up, and it's been continuing to happen. So thank you guys. Hope you guys are going to join that future. We're going to step out here. Go take a break. Do not go away. We'll be right back with more Frosty Faustings 12.